Hello everybody, it's Tess, and today's tip 429, and it's weight loss. I don't remember what I wrote exactly now, but weight loss, it's about accepting the challenge. You only need to accept the challenge and then just keep moving forward. I know it sounds like kind of a repeat every day. I was gone earlier today, so I didn't get on right away. Hi, you Pendra, good to see you. I didn't get on earlier this morning because I was out on the road, but while I was on the road, I was listening to Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights. And it's kind of interesting because he talks about the challenges that he's gone through in his life. And anybody who watches him knows he just kind of rolls with everything. Hello, hello. Oh, Maria, hi, good to see you. I'm not sure if anyone else is on, but hi, you Pendra, and hi, Maria. And I've been doing a lot of studying and a lot of listening to audibles and a lot of getting ready for what I think the next phases of my job will be. And a lot of trying to be comfortable in moving forward. And I think the audible that I was listening to on the road today was just perfect because it kind of says really what the value is that we accept the challenge. It's good to see you guys. And I'm realizing, like, even for myself, because I'm making some big decisions on how I'm going to move forward into the next, say, 10 years, or, what's going to happen if the economy tanks? How am I going to work going forward? What do I want my life to look like? And there's always those second doubts and that questioning, and am I doing things right? Could I have done things differently? Or then having regrets because maybe we didn't do it the way we wanted to do it. Maybe we feel like we failed. And for me, the past couple of years, being part of Doc V's challenges really helped me to look at my life and say, I can't do anything about the past. I can't live in the future because if I get too far down the road, I don't make as good of decisions as if I stay right here in this moment, see where I'm at, and make the best decision I can right now. And based on like what I'm reading in all these books is accept that you made the best decision based on whatever information you had at the time and just keep moving. Because at some point in time, if the direction is wrong, you'll hit a road path. And at that point in time, you can readjust your position. And I thought for me, this was really helpful to be listening to because I'm making decisions about making changes in the way I work. And a lot of that is I've been doing a lot of training with Chris Noggle and team, and I really like the precious metals stuff that he's been teaching, and I like some of the real estate stuff that he's been working on. So I'm really kind of excited to move forward and very excited to move forward, but then you let that learning turn into a little bit of fear. Hi, Juanita, good to see you. And if there's anyone else on, sorry, I don't see your names, but it's making me realize that it is about accepting the challenge because as long as we accept the challenge and we keep moving forward, we just adjust the path as we go along. And it's kind of interesting because Matthew McConaughey is basically saying this throughout this whole book. He just kept moving on. No matter what obstacle came up, he just found another way through it. It's even interesting, like I went to the experience with Chris Noggle, the first one I went to last summer. We met Rudy from the movie Rudy Rudiger. And he actually said that, and you can hear it in some of the YouTube videos, but he was saying that nobody wanted a story. They're all saying only one guy who only got in one game at the very end of his career, nobody wanted the story. And he went to Hollywood, he had a meeting, the agent never showed up, and he's kind of mad, and he's just being his friendly old self, and he walks outside and he's talking to a mailman, and he complains to the he talks to the mailman about what happened, and the mailman's like, you're such a nice guy. And he goes, who was it you were supposed to meet? And the mailman goes, well, he happens to be on my route. You didn't hear this from me. And he points out the guy's house, and Rudy showed up on his doorstep, and the rest is history. There was a movie. But I think that's what it is so much in life is that, at least for me, I don't know if everybody's the same, but I used to, instead of labeling learning at a time that I was at a road in the path, I labeled it fear or failure to make a decision. And even Doc V will talk a lot about failure to make a decision is a decision. It's a decision not to move forward. So I thought this that I was listening to today with Matthew McConaughey is that it was very, very much what we're learning, that sometimes which choice you make isn't important. It's just that you made a choice. Because you're making that choice, it takes you a step, and you can readjust as you go. He made another comment that was kind of interesting too, is that when he went to like Africa or South America, he ran across I think it was like some tribal men, and they were basically telling him that If you have a choice between being dry poop or wet poop, you want to be wet poop because it has a smell, and if it has a smell, you'll be remembered. So the idea is to keep moving forward, find your way, and you'll end up achieving something. I don't think we always know what the end result is, and we never get to see the end result if we don't move forward. He did talk about, again, it's not about right or wrong. Sometimes it's about understanding and just moving forward. He repeated that often too. It's not about right or wrong. It's not about right or wrong. Take the challenge. Leave your scent. Move forward. Stop living in the fear. Take the learning. Keep moving forward. He talked about extraordinary is not able to be believed. And he doesn't believe there's anything in this world that's extraordinary. Everything is something that if you've seen it, it's not extraordinary. It's something you believe. It's something you can see. It's something you did. You should own it. You should celebrate it. You should be excited about it. And too often, I think we just don't take that step out of fear that I always now try to label learning. But he kept saying, unbelievable happens all the time, but we got to get out of the starting gate to see the unbelievable. We have to know it's out there. We have to believe it. We have to expect it, and we have to achieve it. And it's once you've accepted the challenge, you've won the challenge. He says, nothing God does is unbelievable. We can depend on it. We can expect it. We can believe in it. And this is another good one to kind of think about too. Wherever you are, give the place you are the justice it deserves. And so I think that that's really important right now, that even myself, I'm making some big decisions, and part of them can be unsettling, but there's also an excitement in it. And in a way, I got a chance to talk to my mom a little bit about it today. And then first, there's always that discomfort about you making changes, but I can actually start to see an excitement in her. Now, I kind of waited until she was ready, because then one thing we have to be cautious of too is if you share your dreams with someone who tends to be on the cautious side and always look for the thing to go wrong, they may poo-poo your dreams. So you have to kind of know who you're talking to. But there are so many mentors out there and so many groups, and the things that I'm moving forward with and the things that I'm learning and the avenues that I'm going down are because I opened myself up to people who've walked down paths before, who know things that I didn't know, who have reached their hand back and helped me up as I continue down my line. I posted on my page about a bunch of free webinars that Chris Noggle does, so anybody who wants to get onto those to kind of learn about some of that, because he's helped me a lot. Doc V has helped me a lot, and most people that are on may be connected to his group. And the very first thing with Doc V was my self-worth. Hi, Dolly, good to see you. I had to work on my self-worth and understand that I had to overcome the thoughts that were negative, or the thoughts that were lower on the emotional scale or lower on the mood scale, no matter what you want to call it. If I was living in a place of worry, frustration, despair, anger, I never make good decisions. None of us make good decisions. But if we get to our place of worry line is like the halfway point. If you go to joy and happiness and love, and Doc V even called it today like abundance thinking, and I wish I could remember all the words because it's in a different book, but there was abundance thinking and love thinking and jobs thinking and pushing forward thinking, and I like the abundance thinking. And if we can kind of keep shifting ourselves that way, we can move forward. So I guess kind of in saying what today was hitting me is because I am looking to make some changes that could very well change the direction of my life going forward, but in ways that I'm really probably have wanted for a very long time. It's not about the challenge. It's that I accepted the challenge to make a change. And it's not about the roadblocks that I might encounter on the challenge. It's that I accepted it and I keep working towards it. And knowing that nothing God does is unbelievable. I can depend on, I can expect, and I can believe that if I take these challenges and I keep myself moving forward, I'm going to end up somewhere amazing. It may be a little bit different than what I'm thinking it's going to be, but if I keep open-minded and keep looking at that inside guidance as I take the next step, I'm sure for all of us, we'll find a beautiful place to land our feet. And it's time for all of us to find those beautiful places to land our feet. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I will touch base tomorrow. I don't think I'm out the door early. If I am, I will make sure to touch base. If you are looking for something new to try to understand about finances with everything that's changing now, it is on my page, all of Chris's free webinars. Doc V's got his free Transform Your Life group. Zara Mahoon has the Unlimited group. Anything that can give you something more to think about in a way different than what you've always known may take you down a path that you never realized. And that's what this past 2 years for me has been. It's been life-changing. It's kept me in a journey that I battled for most of my adult life. And for this time, I'm sitting knowing that I can win this, and I'll just keep moving forward until I see where the finish line is. And hopefully the finish line isn't for a very, very long time. Thank you guys for being here. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk soon.